Magadha to Tanishwar. This is the last part of this lesson. The next side heading, The Age of Guptas. Here you have a poem by O.N.V. Kurup. Verumaru Atmagada. Listen. Not the remains of the renowned Gupta Mandir I am looking for in the corridors of Ujjain, but the footprints of the bard who assumed the guise of Yaksha to assign the rain clouds to be the messenger of lawn. So read the poem once again and you can identify the dynasties and also some details. So this is about the Gupta dynasty. Ujjain was an important center of the Gupta dynasty and also famous poets lived during the Gupta Empire. Kalidasa, who lived during the Gupta period, is referred to in this poem. After the decline of the Maurya Empire, the empire that developed in the Gangetic plain was the Gupta Empire. Chandragupta first was the first powerful Gupta ruler. He introduced the Gupta era in 320 CE. Samudragupta, who succeeded him, extended the empire. We come to know about the Samudragupta's attack from the Prashasti written by his court poet Harisena. The Prashasti is inscribed on the pillar in Allahabad. From the details we get from this, Samudragupta defeated the northern states of India and brought under his control the southern states. The map given here gives you much more idea about this. Okay, observe that map and also you complete that table given in your textbook. Okay. After Samudragupta, the Gupta Empire was enlarged by Chandragupta II. He transferred the capital from Padaliputra to Ujjain. The Navaratnas means 9 gems, who were famous in various fields, lived in his court. So, the Navaratnas lived in the court of Chandragupta II. Among them, the most prominent was Kalidasa. During this period, the Chinese traveler Fahian visited India. A large number of gold coins were in circulation during the time of Samudragupta and Chandragupta II. These coins are specimens of the artistic skills of that time. Kumaragupta and Skandagupta were the successors of Chandragupta II. And the next is life of people. A large extent of land was donated to Jain saints, Buddhist monks, Brahmanas, and to the officials in the palace. Those who got the land were given the right to exchange it. They made the farmers work in their land, but the farmers had no right on the land. There was an increase in agricultural production, whereas the life of the farmers was pathetic. So the king donated the lands to the saints and also monks, Brahmins and other officials, isn't it? And they made the farmers work in their land. So many farmers forced to work in their land, but actually the farmers had no right on the land. So this will increase the agricultural production, but the life of the farmers were very pathetic. Okay. The fall of the Roman Empire caused for the decline of trade during the Gupta period. The decline of trade attracted more people to the field of agriculture. Towns lost their significance. Power was concentrated on the landlords. The royal power weakened. Various kinds of discrimination existed in the society during that time. Varna system became rigid. Varna system means caste system. The kings encouraged Vaishnava and Shaiva sects and built many temples. Vaishnavas means those who are worship Lord Vishnu, and Shaiva sects means those who are worship Lord Shiva. Okay. During the Gupta period, significant developments occurred in the field of literature and science. A number of books were written in Sanskrit languages. Here we have a table, the writers and also their books and the area. So go through that clearly. Okay. After the collapse of the Gupta Empire, one of the powerful kingdoms that existed in India was that of the Vardhana kings of Taneshwar, present Kurukshetra districts of Haryana. Okay. Harshavardhana was the most prominent ruler among them. So, Harshavardhana was the most prominent ruler of Vardhana kings. Underline that sentence. He worked for the uplift of Buddhism. He took steps for the development of Nalanda University. Ratnavalli, Priyadashika and Nagananda are the plays written by him. The Harshacharita written by Banabhatta and the descriptions of the Chinese traveler Huansang are the main sources for getting information on this period. Okay, and we are coming to the conclusion of this lesson. Listen. The growth from Janapadas to empire caused great changes in the life of the people in ancient India. The most significant of the changes was that all the activities were controlled by the rulers. The changes in the economic sector led to divisions in the society. Relations with distant places triggered the cultural transactions. The edicts and literary works of that period acknowledge these changes. Okay, children, that's the end of this lesson. So, we successfully completed up to 9 lessons. Read the summary properly, read the textbook well, and study the notes.